Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Facebook. It's been a while since you've seen me. We had a few kinks with some of our special guests, but not today. We're good today. I just want to shout out to say hi to everyone. Merry Christmas in advance. Hopefully, you guys are focusing on getting your food menu together for your family and friends, for your virtual Christmas parties, all of that good stuff. So I would love for you to share in the comments. What foods are you preparing for Christmas? Are you doing a Zoom or are you doing a Zoom party? What are you doing virtually with your family and friends that are far, that are not able to travel to you, or vice versa? What do you have plans for the holidays? That's my question, because Christmas is one of my is probably my favorite holiday. So I have to ask that question. And also in the comments, make sure that you post your city, your state, where you're from, and what business do you have, what you're working on. If you are looking to get into doing any virtual events, hybrid events, things of that nature. If you're looking for digital content, for a digital content strategist, I am your girl. And that lets me segue into my intro. I am Tiffany F. Young, your Tech Lux consultant. What I do is I create a customized toolkit for you where it allows you to create or innovate your online experience and presence. So with that being said, we are, this is the last series tonight. So tonight is very special. I want to thank each and every one of you that's been tuning in, that's been supporting, that's been sharing and tagging names and commenting, asking your questions, giving us feedback about the show and things of the nature. I just really want to take this time now before I forget to thank you, because December has been a December to remember. It really has, and it's been fun. I've learned a lot. We're still working out the kinks with the show and things of that nature, but it's just been a great run. Once again, thanks to all the special guests that has come on the show already thus far. Some of them will be coming back in March 2021. Could you believe it? We're approaching 2021 already. Like, this year is about to be done. And for some people, that may be a very good thing. Many people are excited about that, 2020 being done. So even let me know in the comments, what is your feelings about 2020? What did you learn about 2020? And what are some things that you won't take into 2021 and the new decade? That's some good questions I have for you guys tonight. So we're going to be engaging. We're going to have some fun. We're going to entertain. And I have an awesome guest tonight. Her name is Wendy Hu. We tried to do this interview before, but we're gonna do it justice tonight. Let me get into her bio. She is a phenomenal creative director. She just has a mindset that if you could just go inside, like Alice the Wonderland type thing, she is just amazing with event curation, installations, immersive experiences. She has done it all. She is really truly talented, and she is truly a visionary. So no further ado, let me go into her bio, and then we will bring Wendy up on the screen. Okay, so Wendy Hu is the founder and creative director of Visual Conductor, a boutique creative studio that vibrantly brings brands to life. They create dynamic content and exciting digital physical experiences to inspire, educate, empower, and bring joy to your audience. Their expertise, branding through virtual and hybrid events, environments, installations, video, photo content, pop-ups, retail design, and beyond. Visual Conductor are also deeply passionate about social impact. Visual Conductor has a diverse portfolio in beauty, fashion, travel, lifestyle, luxury, entertainment, and tech. Select client list. They've worked with Johnson & Johnson, Dove, and Unilever, CoverGirl, Clairol, Jamaica Tourist Board, and NVIDIA. So without further ado, I would love to bring up the guru, the creative guru, the visual conductor herself, Wendy Hu.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for having me, Tiffany.
Yes, yes, yes. So we're excited to do you justice tonight because we've tried this interview several times. We're excited to give everyone a great interview with you because you're just amazing. I've always loved the work that you've done. The first time I met you, I'm just like, who is this woman? Like your mindset, the creativity, and you're such a visionary and you know how to execute. Whatever you put your mind to, creatively, you know how to execute it very well and to build a team. And you have done a lot of things in the tech spaces, especially now due to COVID. There is a demand for virtual and hybrid events. So it is a pleasure to have you on tonight and to go into your interview and the goodies that you have later that you will share with the audience. So, so first and foremost, I would like to ask, who is Wendy Hu? How would you describe the woman versus the CEO or both?
Wow. Okay. Well, I would say I'm best known as a curious creative. I am a lifelong learner. I believe that we should never stop learning. We should always be inspired and be aware of what's going on in the world and around us. Otherwise, we plateau as creatives, as human beings. So I think if you were to define who I am in my business and as a human, I'm a curious creative forever.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. How did you know event curation was more than just a passion for you? Event curation, design, and everything that you do.
Sure thing. Well, first of all, I would say probably most of us don't know what we want to end up doing, and who knows? I may even evolve from here. But I actually came from a graphic design and branding background. Did that for a number of years. Got bored, quite frankly, and wanted to do more as a creative. And so a few years ago, I had an opportunity to work with projection mapping artists. And in that environment, like creating these live events, creating these large scale immersive interactions, got me really excited about storytelling and creating in a space. And then leveraging, hey, I'm a graphic designer with, I'm really loving this live environment and events. I decided experiential design was the way for me to go. So fast forward, Visual Conductor was born.
Okay. So break it down for some people. What is an immersive experience? What is really, for in layman terms, what is that?
Sure. So an immersive experience is usually like a multi-sensory or multimedia experience where it's visuals and you just feel like you're surrounded by it and you're just in the midst of it. It could be also followed up with sound design, sense, smells. It's just really like as captivating as if you're in the midst of it rather than just observing it from a distance.
Okay, awesome. So, and then also kind of go in like your strategy for your installations. When a client comes to you, like what are some of the first 3 to 5 things that you do with yourself and your team?
Sure. It's always about a client briefing. What story do they want to tell? What goals do they want to achieve? Because to me, if there's not a story or some goal in what we're creating, then it's just bells and whistles and it makes no sense. So definitely, I want to find out what story you're trying to tell. And from there, listen, I'm a big picture dreamer. I'm all about dreams, but it's also about making them come true and executing. So it's a balance of that dream and then making it happen within that budget or client's goals.
Right. So how important is it for entrepreneurs and small businesses to host virtual and hybrid events post-COVID?
Oh my gosh. Well, now during COVID and post-COVID, I believe that super important because right now, obviously, we took for granted that we would have live events. We don't have that right now. But I think a way to keep your audience engaged is definitely to do virtual experiences. And I'm not talking about these, to be quite frank, boring Zoom meetings that we all get burned out from, but creating something that's really engaging, really fun, and interactive if possible. And so I think it's super important right now, whether you're an organization or a brand who needs to stay in front of people, definitely do virtual. And then as we get into 2021, then mixing it up with social distancing hybrid with also the virtual.
Yeah, absolutely. What is your self-care routine and how often do you practice it, whether it's daily or weekly or monthly?
Daily, or at least I strive to do it daily. Sometimes the day gets ahead of me, as you know, I'm sure. Meditation is super important. It's really just to clear your mind, be in a positive mindset. If you're stressed out, just really just taking it down a notch and making that time for yourself in the morning. Working out. I mean, working out definitely helps with stress. Also, it's a metaphysical thing where if you're feeling on top of the world, I think you're going to put that energy into your work and your creativity.
Absolutely. Can you like even give the audience some tips on how did you, get clients such as, Johnson's and Dove and CoverGirl? Like, how did that happen?
Oh my gosh. It's, you know what, honestly, it's still a learning curve. It's really, I think, okay, above and beyond, first and foremost, it is about relationships and connecting with people and really building that trust and building the excitement to be collaborating together, because these are collaborations. I think it's really important to build and find that right fit. The other thing is, for me, perhaps, is I believe in strategic partners. So I often actually get a lot of my work through PR and marketing agencies, and where they come up with a strategy, they have the campaigns, but they need somebody to build out the experience, and that's where I come in, and then we work together really well.
Okay.
So I believe in collaborations and strategic partnerships.
Absolutely. So do they reach out to you, or how does that work? Like, how do you create that relationship, make that connection that's professional, and organic, because I think a lot of people don't understand that. So I would love to hear your take on it.
Sure. I think it's a combination of things. I think it's attending their networking meetings. I like calling them connect the dots. But it's attending lots of networking meetings where you may find people that work in marketing or whatever industries that you need to partner with, as well as it's a combination of meeting people. I think definitely that's worked the best for me, followed by just coming up with a list of people you want to work with. Go on LinkedIn, do the research, and just start building those relationships, and just whether it's messaging them or email, as well as just building your contacts and sending out e-newsletters once in a while, letting people know what you're up to and that you're alive and well. And even if they don't need you in this moment, it puts a kernel in their mind of, oh, that's what they do. And at some point they may call.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely agree with that one. So I have one more question before I go into giving it over to you. So I wanted to know, how did you, for your business, pivot during COVID, or even now?
Okay, right now, sure. Well, that's a big thing, because definitely in live events and experiential, the industry took a hard hit. The events we love are all canceled, postponed indefinitely. We don't know when they're coming back. Depends on the country, I suppose. But I would say I'm still in the process of pivoting. I have done so much research, jumped in and out of so many virtual meetings and Zoom meetings, seen the good, bad, and ugly, and realized that this has been an afterthought until now, and that there's much to be done in terms of innovation in that space. And I think right now, virtual events, people feel lukewarm about, because I feel like it's very early stages. It's kind of like when the internet first came out. It was ugly, it was wonky, and people are like, that's not going to last. What is this about? Where, I mean, look at us now. It's sleek, sexy, contemporary. It's like we live our lives and run our businesses on it. So I feel like the future during COVID and post-COVID will be actually live events as well as hybrid and virtual events, because the thing with virtual events is that there's global impact. So why throw a pop-up in New York when you can have a pop-up in New York, but then also reach people in Europe or Japan or whatever you have to do? And it doesn't have to be a boring Zoom meeting. It can be interactive. It can be engaging. We can incorporate VR. There's even lo-fi tactics to make an experience interactive.
Yeah,
It's here to stay. We just have to make it better.
Yeah,
And we're
absolutely.
at the forefront of that.
So explain to the audience what's lo-fi, because I always pick the brain of the speaker when they say certain things that the audience may not know. So explain, in your own words, what is lo-fi when you say
Sure.
that.
Okay. Because I work in new media and experiential, I'll be quite honest. A lot of times when you're doing technology incorporated things like VR or augmented reality, mixed reality, it gets pretty pricey, and so people get daunted by the idea of, oh, an interactive event. But I mean, even in a virtual space, interactive doesn't mean you need to incorporate these expensive technologies. It could just be something as simple as, hey, let's come up with a cool drink recipe for this event and email people ahead of time on that. Or perhaps it's, let's make some signs before the event of what city we're from or what message we want to share with people. So it could be little nuances like that. Or, hey, maybe it's delivering a little package of cool goods to people for a ticketed event before that event. Maybe it's a wine tasting. Send that kit, and then we can all share these things physically and virtually as well.
Okay, awesome. So let me take a quick moment to just check to see if the audience had any questions for you. Okay.
Fire away.
Yeah.
Challenge.
So far, but you guys definitely submit your questions. Any questions that you have for Wendy about her business, how she got involved, anything that you are, interested in learning about event curation, immersive experiences, anything that, deals with virtual or hybrid events, things of that nature, or overall event curation. Feel free to ask your questions. We want to make sure that you're getting what you need out of this interview. So, no further ado, I give the floor over to you now, because I want you to go into dancing, what you have planned for New Year's Eve, all that good stuff. So I give it over to you now.
Okay. Thank you, Tiffany. Well, first of all, I do want to say I'm excited actually to mention that Tiffany is collaborating with us as a creative event producer on Dancin'. And essentially, Dancin' is a virtual dance experiment that was born during times of COVID with a mission of love. Number one is to bring joy to people in isolation. Number two is to support DJs, artists, and creatives impacted financially right now. And three, what better way to innovate in the virtual space? Throw these parties, take our learnings, go back to that virtual lab, and then come out with something else each time. And we've thrown 3 of them. And Tiffany will be joining me on Experiment 4.0, which is New Year's Eve Wanderlust. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's very exciting. I'm great. Like I said, I was always a huge fan of your work, of your personality. I was always inspired by you as a person as well as your work. So it's just great that we could partner on, the Wonderlist Experiment 4.0 for this New Year's Eve, and just go into a little bit of what the audience can expect, and whatever you feel like sharing about the event. What can they expect when they log on?
Okay, first of all, it's not live stream only, so you're not just tuning in. And while I'm actually talking to you, I'm looking to put up footage where I can share screen in a moment.
Okay, that'll be great.
Yeah, because I feel like sometimes the best way. Pardon, that was a little teaser. Okay, here's the thing, because I'm visual. I'm sure a lot of you want to be, would prefer to see it visually. So
right.
I will show you actually what it's about in a moment. But what I will tell you real quick is it's not just about just watching and sitting at your desk, because I believe, honestly, I would get ADD and just be bored in a second. It's about interactions, being seen on camera, being immersed in visuals, and also being able to chat with people beyond just chatting in a box, but being actually able to do video chat. Not to mention that, but really fun contests, of which I'll get into the prizes later. But so lots of good stuff. Like I'm trying to do choose your own adventure, not just you sitting on a Zoom meeting, everybody's sitting in their living room, and that's it. Like there's definitely, it's orchestrated, and it's going to be amazing. And I hope you guys join us. But without further ado, let me see about share screening and giving you kind of a preview of what we're about.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, can you see Tiffany?
Yeah. John, can you see that screen that she's sharing? Yeah, there we go.
Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Without further ado, here's a preview of what we're going to be up to.
Bring it, Wendy. Awesome.
So that about sums it up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so that I'm looking forward to it. Of course, you know me, I love the creation and the technology that goes behind it, and the live streaming and all that good stuff. So the behind the scenes stuff is what excites me the most, and people enjoying themselves,
yeah,
and the interaction, the human connection being made, and having a good time together as we ring in the new year. So go a little bit into, well, first share the website and then go into the contest and all that stuff.
Sure. Okay. Well, first, oh my goodness.
We'll let that pass first.
I didn't do that. I didn't do that anyway. Okay. So first of all, the website is Dancin, DANCIN. I'm gonna actually put it in. Yeah. I'm gonna put it in chat with Tiffany, but it's DANCIN.love, which is the website. Which gives you more information, including the DJ lineup. We have a sick DJ lineup. We have a small change of WFMU in the house. We have a Golden Child, and we also have Kobe B. So I'm really excited about the lineup. The theme of the event is also New Year's Eve Wanderlust. And so the theme is to dress in your New Year's Eve best. But as if you were at your next dream destination of choice, like whether it's a Parisian chic or country glam or East meets West style or tropical prince, like party for New Year's Eve as if you're in your travel destination already.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome because everybody wants to go away. Being in the four walls for so long, everybody's ready for a vacation out of the U.S.
Yes.
Travel, get some stamps in those passports. So this is a great theme for this New Year's Eve.
We're be showing very evocative, inspirational visuals. So you may even be inspired and figure out the countries you want to travel to during the dance party as we stream those immersive visuals. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, hi, Tanya. Tanya, tuning in from YouTube. Thank you for joining us. She asked a question to you, Wendy. She said, what was your favorite project to date? She said she's actually attended your events, and she said your events are the future.
Oh my gosh, thanks so much, Tanya. That's really wow. I mainly like to say that I have every event becomes a new favorite just because the scope of the spectrum of what I do is so wildly different that each event has been like a learning experience, not to mention just really exciting and trying and innovating and doing new things. But that's maybe something that's really connected with me for quite a while is actually my doing Jamaica Tourist Board's first multi-sensory pop-up, where like I get how beautiful and magical Jamaica is. Like I've been there twice and it's just such a spiritual, beautiful country. But it's just like when you go to a trade show and you see pamphlets on the table and then maybe like like that to me does not tell the story of what Jamaica is like. And so I was so excited to create this mini Jamaica experience where you got to experience the sights, sounds, and smells of Jamaica, from food, music, to even a visual gradient of I literally did a rainforest visual gradient to ending up with a beach and a DJ booth. And then also this boardwalk, which doubled as a fashion runway at night for Jamaican designers. So, and honestly, it was the ultimate compliment when I had Jamaicans come up to me and say, "Hey, I felt like I was at home at your pop-up." Yes, that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So thank you, Tanya, for that question, and thank you for joining us once again. She says she's a personal stylist who shows women how to style their brand and elevate their image and influence.
She's all about empowering women. I know Tanya, she is an amazing stylist, but beyond a stylist, she knows how to like amplify women to be their best. So yeah, shout out to her.
Yes, definitely. So to get into the contest now.
Okay, well, first of all, there's going to be several prizes, but one of the prizes I will emphasize is that Augmented Space company, InVisual Conductor, is coming up with one sponsorship package where you get one virtual setup kit, which will be a green screen backdrop, as well as a lighting kit for your smartphone. And then also you will get a 30-minute virtual event consultation from both of us of how to optimize either your virtual meeting or event. So that is what we're throwing into the mix. There will be a couple of other really amazing packages as well too. One is actually, I'll mention real briefly, Feli NYC, which is actually this really kick-ass women's mastermind group, which is all about empowering women, and they're giving away a 3-month subscription to just like different masterminds, virtual events, and workshops. So that's another thing. And then there may be another prize or two coming up. Stay tuned on our website or on our social Instagram, dancin.love. And lastly, I wanted to mention, see, I'm keep bringing out the holiday goodies, is right now, Augmented and Visual Conductor are giving you a promo code to come to the event. It's AUGMENT. So we'll put it in comments later. It's AUGMENT. And then lastly, I want to say the first 2 people to comment either in YouTube or Facebook, I'm going, will get comp tickets to the dancing event on New Year's Eve. So put I'm going in comments, first 2.
First 2 people, you got to put I'm going in the comments. You hear that? Facebook and YouTube. So that's exciting. I am, like I said, I'm so excited for this event. I'm excited for the partnership and many other great things to come. I really, really think that we could do some creative things in the virtual hybrid spaces together. So I'm excited for that. And then also things that we do behind the scene with the live streaming and all the technology behind everything. And you know, giving, introducing a whole different world to many brands and small businesses, entrepreneurs, and even corporate as well. Because, you know, like I said, I truly believe we could never go back being the same after COVID. I don't believe that. Not in a bad way, but in an innovative, creative way. You know, I think we just have to change how we see what took place, change our perspective, and really see how it's going to open up many doors for creativity and for innovation and for collaboration and partnership. You know, despite what we have all been through and the setbacks and the isolation, there's actually something great to celebrate that is coming forth out of it. So that's just my spin on the whole experience and my perspective of COVID, honestly. So did you want to add it?
Lots of lessons learned, lots done in the virtual and hybrid space, including like beyond just dance parties, brand activations. Maybe there's stores that miss having that in-person events, but you could still roll out product launches and do fun, exciting stuff virtually. You gotta talk to Visual Conductor and Augmented Space.
Come on.
We got the idea.
We're ready.
Yeah. Bring it.
Yes. Absolutely. So, Wendy, I just wanted to thank you. I'm going to let you go because I know you're busy preparing for the Wonderlist 4.0. Guys, once again, like she said, put in the comments, I am going, in order to get that prize, the complimentary ticket. So we're looking forward to seeing that. And please leave your questions, your comments, your feedback for myself or Wendy, or regarding the partnership and the contest, anything that you want to know about the event. And make sure that you are sharing and tagging people. Like we said, we're not going to give you the typical Zoom party for New Year's Eve. That's not what you're getting. We promise you that. And if anyone knows me, you can hold me to my word. I'm not. If I said what we said, is what it is. So
we don't do boring. We don't do boring. Just
Yeah, we're not gonna do
emergency
boring at
transport.
all. Yeah. So we're excited to present something great, fun, and tasty, and interesting and interactive on New Year's Eve. So tune out for that. And what time is it? It will be from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. Correct?
10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes. So
Yeah.
it's 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
Yes. So all the East Coasters, all my people from New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, come on, Boston, Maryland, DMV area. Come on, you guys gotta come out and support virtually. You're gonna have a blast. You're gonna have a lot of fun, and you're gonna probably learn a few little techie things in the whole experience. It's gonna open your mind to a whole nother world. So it's gonna be very exciting. So once again, thank you so much, Wendy, for being on with us. We look forward to the event. I look forward to the partnership and everything that we have in store. So I just want to thank you, and we'll see you next time. More than likely, we'll probably bring you back on back in March to speak more probably about anything else that we may be working on, or any virtual hybrid events that you have coming up with your other clients to promote what you may be doing with your other clients that I'm sure will be in the pipeline very soon if they're not already. And all that good stuff. And just to even, recap on how this experience, the 4.0 experience was, that's about to take place, so we can let the people know what to expect for the spring and how we can, use some of those same strategies for their upcoming events for the new year. So so thank you again, and we will let you go.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Wendy. Music, John.
Bye.
So welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Before I wrap up the show, because I have a lot of things to get done, as you can see, I'm doing a lot of work with Wendy behind the scenes with the Wonderless Experiment 4.0, the collaboration, the partnership between Visual Conductor and Augmented Space Co. So look out for that. Once again, we will drop the information in the comment section on YouTube and Facebook regarding the contest. If you want that complimentary ticket, you have to put "I'm going" in the comments. The first two people will get that complimentary ticket. And then we have, like we said, like she mentioned, we have sponsorship packages that we'll be offering to those that will be in attendance. And just invite people, get to see what that experience is. And for those that are entrepreneurs that have small businesses, brands that want to take their event and their experiential marketing to the next level for their business, especially for 2021 and forward, connect with us. I will connect you with Wendy, or, we all collaborate and partner and make something wonderful for you. It will be very exciting, and we'll make sure that we'll bring your vision to life with a lot of cool stuff, like immersive experiences is off the chain. Like if you haven't experienced that, then you definitely want to be there for the New Year's Eve party. So once again, enjoy your families. Make sure you Spend quality time with your families for Christmas, your friends. Look out for the strong ones, and check in with people. Make sure that they're doing well, especially those that are going to be spending the holidays by themselves, especially because of COVID. There's still a lot of restrictions going on in a lot of states. For the most part, we won't be able to travel. So, make sure you're doing your Christmas Zoom parties, your WhatsApp calls, for those, family members that may be overseas, your Skype calls as well, whatever platform you choose to do. And don't forget Google Meet. A lot of people don't know about Google Meet. And Google Meet, not that I'm promoting or Google is paying me for saying this, but Google Meet, you can have your meeting without all these passcodes, requirements and waiting rooms like Zoom has. And most of us have Google. So, I don't know anyone that doesn't know how to or don't have a Google account. So, look into that. That's a great option to use is Google Meet. Check it out. I love it more than Zoom, honestly, especially for my video calls. I really love Google Meet. So stay tuned. Look out for the series in January. We are already lining up some great speakers. One of them will be coming back, Miss Aloria Michelle, the global makeup artist that we weren't able to get on the show because of tech issues. We tried to do it on Instagram and that didn't work out. Then we tried to come on Facebook, but she'll be coming back in January and some awesome new speakers. It's going to be a great lineup. So I'm really, really excited. Once again, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for tuning in, for sharing, for tagging, for your comments, your questions, everything. It doesn't go unnoticed. This is not easy for me to do. This was a big leap of faith for me to come out here and do this web series and to be on the screen. Many of you know that I don't like being seen in public like that, especially on camera. I like to work behind the scenes. So this was a big leap for me and I'm proud of myself for doing it. Sometimes you got to compliment yourself, especially when others won't do it. Don't look for validation or acknowledgement. Compliment yourself and believe in what you're doing and the vision that, that God gave you, absolutely. So for me, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart and thank you for rocking with me, being here with me. Hey, Quay. Hey, sis. How are you? And coming on and tuning in. Thank you. Thank you, girly. Thank you. I'm trying to keep up with you now. I'm trying to be cute like you, sis. So look out for more exciting things to come, more great projects in store, partnerships and collaborations. If you would like to be on the show, reach out to me, inbox me, put your name and your business in the comments, but definitely inbox me. I'm personable. Reach out to me and inbox me. Let me know that you want to be on the show and we will make it happen because I'm always looking for interesting, fun, creative, dope professionals, work from home professionals and creatives, online content producers to be on this show. And this is, the platform is for you guys, not for me. So for me, I'm not looking for so much a specific speaker. I'm just looking for authenticity, transparency, creativity, and people who, really love helping others and they just want their story to be told and they're going to keep it real and they're going to drop some gems. We're not going to be selfish on this show. We're going to be sharing some amazing information and content. And that's what it's all about. So Merry Christmas once again. Enjoy. Don't overeat. Okay. We don't want to go into the new year too heavy spiritually or physically. So don't overeat. And just have a good time, be grateful for all that you have and be hopeful for what is to come. And that is the end of the December series. And once again, I thank you. Good night.